The following is a special live presentation on the NCWLIFE Channel. The Washington State Apple Blossom Festival proudly welcomes you to our coverage of the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade. Today's broadcast is made possible by Boswell's Furniture, Third Generation Pizza and More, Highgate Senior Living, Bay Equity Home Loans, Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso, Collins Fashions, The Walkabout Grill, Wenatchee Dental Arts, and DNL Army Surplus. Special thanks to LocalTel Communications for our broadcast location, and Nancy's Party Rentals for the shade. It's time to sit back and enjoy the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade. Here are your hosts, Ron Berschauer and Larry Cramer.
Good afternoon, and we're here at the Classy Chassis Parade in East Wenatchee. I'm Larry Cramer with NCWLIFE, and my esteemed co-host today is...
Oh, Steam. Boy, that sounded pretty good.
That's good, yeah.
I'm Ron Berschauer.
Look at our friends there.
There we are, right there in the camera. Yeah, I'm Ron Berschauer. My day job is at Jerry's Auto Supply, but I love the Classy Chassis Parade, so that's my claim to fame tonight.
Well, good. Yeah, and you probably know about half the people in this parade, don't you?
I think 3/4 of these people are my customers.
There you go. Well, you're the right one to announce this then, because if anything goes wrong, they'll know who to call for a new part. So it looks like a good crowd we've got today. This is some drone footage that we've got. We have the NCWLIFE drone in the air today. We'll get some good shots, wind permitting, and we've got a good crowd so far, and hopefully the rest of them can get across the bridge. It was kind of a wreck on the bridge that tied things up a bit, but it looks pretty good right now.
Well, I'll tell you, Larry, that drone footage is outstanding.
Yeah, it's what you used to have to do to get this kind of a shot with helicopters and everything else. And we have our own licensed drone pilot now, and we just got a new industrial-sized drone. So hopefully the wind will be permitting us to get some good shots during the parade today.
That's why I'm wearing a hat, Larry, because if not, that drone would take a picture of the bald spot on the top of my head.
We have a little visitor here. So sometimes the parade folks come to join us.
So as far as we know, the parade is starting about now up at Douglas County Park, and will be making its way down in front of us here in front of the LocalTel building.
Yep, and we thank, of course, Les Schwab for bringing this Classy Chassis Parade to us. It's really become one of my favorite events of the whole Apple Blossom, 2 weekends. And it's you get a chance to see a lot of classic cars up at the park, and then they tour here, and then tomorrow morning there'll also be a Corvette show over in Wenatchee. And so for car aficionados, you really get to see a lot of really cool cars during the Apple Blossom weekend.
Well, Wenatchee is such a great car town. We've got Classy Chassis tonight. We've got the pre-parade, as you mentioned, with some great-looking cars. Last weekend, we enjoyed the all-vet show, the Corvette show that was out at Rocky Reach Dam. 90 beautiful cars from all over the state of Washington. And so if you like cars, Apple Blossom's a good place to be.
Good place to be. And hopefully the weather will agree with us today. A little windy, but the clouds cleared up. Yesterday we had thunderstorms and rain and everything, and we're going, oh my. But at least that cleared away, and it's starting to cooperate with us a little bit.
Well, after last night, I think we're looking pretty good today.
Okay, well, the parade's going to be working its way down the road here. We're actually located. In fact, we're almost looking right down on ourselves right here. You'll see our white tent right there, the NCWLIFE truck or the van, and so while we're waiting for the parade to move down this way so we can start seeing some of the cars, let's take about a 2-minute commercial break.
See you then.
All right. Life is about experiences and memories, discovery and lasting impressions. At Boswell's Furniture, that same outlook awaits you. With their expansive 2-story showroom, Complimentary in-home design service, timeless furnishings from Ecronus, FlexSteel, and Bassett. Infinite styles, fabrics, and colors. You'll discover more than just furnishings. With Boswell's, you'll create lasting memories. Boswell's Furniture. It's closer than you think.
The taste of fantastic pizza is found in third generation Pizza and More. The secret? The recipes of success have been handed down through generations, each adding their own special touch. Pizza and More believes in traditions, whether it's supporting the local sporting teams or continuing to serve their pizzas buffet style, dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Third generation Pizza and More, a team player in this valley for generations.
No matter what your age or ailment, when you wake up each day with a sense of purpose, life has meaning and joy.
Just wait a while, it'll get in the hole somewhere.
Helping you do this is our purpose. Highgate Senior Living, each day to the fullest.
The best thing about my life right now is
me.
Bay Equity Home Loans in Wenatchee, serving all of North Central Washington. We make it our priority to learn all about your financial needs. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or want a reverse mortgage, our mortgage professionals are ready to guide you through the loan process. We have a wide variety of loan products to fit your family's needs. Call Bay Equity Home Loans of Wenatchee today for your pre-approval. 509-888-0466. All right, we're back, and the colors just went by, and we got the Cub Scout group walking by, and here here comes the initial rig, the Les Schwab truck, and we thank them for sponsoring this event every year. It really adds a lot to Apple Blossom, and so the parade is on its way, and we'll see what as we go along. We'll see what we have.
Well, I tell you what, we're so appreciative of Les Schwab and their sponsorship of the Classy Chassis for years. That's a beautiful trailer, beautiful 1-ton GMC truck. It's a class act in itself.
All right, and here we go with the Gold Star families.
We are so appreciative and so thankful for the families of this state who have given loved ones for the protection of our country, and it's a little sobering, isn't it, Larry, to see this group come down with moms and dads, brothers, sisters that have all given their life for this country.
Give it just a moment of silence as they pass by. Families and friends of the fallen.
Very respectful amount of applause coming up and down the Grant Road here. I don't know if our viewers can hear that, but very respectful and thankful for what these families have given up. There's the POW MIA flag.
And a fitting first car entry in the parade is great old Jeeps.
Yes, sirree. These are the real deal, aren't they? These are all military Jeeps.
I saw a video on YouTube here a few days back. It was pretty amazing. These Jeeps of the same age as these going by us right now, where a group of Marines were riding in it. They jumped out and had that thing completely torn apart with the wheels and everything off, frame off, body off, engine out of the frame, like in about 2 minutes. And in another 2 minutes, they put it all back together and got in it and drove away.
Well, I'll tell you, Larry, our viewers are getting quite a treat from this drone. This is people could stay at home and sit in their recliner and get a great view of the parade.
Even the folks at the parade don't get that view.
They do not get that. There's some here that look pretty comfortable tonight, though. Which band do we have coming here? Little jazz band is what I see here. Yes. Our thanks to Midland Trucking for their participation in bringing the jazz band down Grant Road. This is the Eastmont High School Jazz Band. Ah, I love it.
The band I'm in has played from the back of a truck before, but never rolling down the street.
Never rolling down the street.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, they look pretty comfortable. The crowd loves them.
And here comes the support crew from Eastmont High School.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to make them walk back to the high school. They're going to put them in a bus. I like that. Larry, I had one of these little Porsches right here. This was a poor man's Porsche. Little Porsche 914.
Yep. About the same size as the little sport car I have. Used to have a little MG Midget.
Look at that. We've got the mayor, Steve Lacey, his wife, Deborah, leading the parade. That's fitting. And that cute little fire truck. I hope it doesn't have water on it.
Uh-oh, it does.
Oh, it does have water. Yeah, maybe this monitor will screen us from direct spray. We got a little break here in the parade. Looks like we got about a minute.
Yep, about a minute. So let's take a commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
No matter what your age or ailment, when you wake up each day with a sense of purpose, life has meaning and joy.
Just wait a while, it'll get in the hole somewhere.
Helping you do this is our purpose. Highgate Senior Living, each day to the fullest.
The best thing about my life right now is
Me. The taste of fantastic pizza is found in third-generation Pizza and More. The secret? The recipes of success have been handed down through generations, each adding their own special touch. Pizza and More believes in traditions, whether it's supporting the local sporting teams or continuing to serve their pizzas buffet style, dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Third generation Pizza and More, a team player in this valley for generations.
And we're back to the Classy Chassis Parade with our second band. The first ones were riding, this one's walking.
This is one of the middle school bands. I'm trying to read that banner, Larry.
Yeah, the wind isn't cooperating. We can't read which band it is.
Eastmont Junior High Band. Excuse me. I didn't mean to say middle school. We got lots of parade coming now, Larry. Lots of parade. I'm hoping our viewers can hear some of this good band music. Eastmont Junior High Marching Band. Thank you. I do believe, I think I see Willie the Wildcat coming along here, kind of keeping the band in order.
Yeah, this is the perfect kind of weather if you're going to be in a marching band.
Well, especially if you're going to wear black.
Yeah, if it was 90 degrees and sunny, you'd be
absolutely
wouldn't be enjoying it as much.
Here's some great cars. We're talking about a Ford Fairlane. What a beautiful rig.
Another nice red Ford behind it.
My goodness, beautiful cars. That's one of those original convertibles. The convertible goes right back into the back of that car. What a classic rig. That's got the Masawa delegation here visiting for the Apple Blossom Parade.
It's so nice that they come over and join in on the festivities every year.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're having a good time. They've got their Les Schwab Classy Chassis t-shirts on. This is quite a large delegation. They probably haven't ridden on a Ford Fairlane 500 very often.
Yeah, not something you see a lot of in Japan probably.
I'm waving to them. They're looking good.
Got some nice drone footage going now.
Okay, what do we have coming up here? The viewers, okay, we're back on the street level cameras.
Some more of the Mosawa contingent here, Sister City.
Larry, we're getting our picture taken here. This is kind of special. Thank you, Brenda. More of the Wenatchee Valley Mosawa Sister City Association. We've got a big delegation from that group. That's wonderful. Hope most of our viewers understand that relationship between the Wenatchee Valley and Mosawa, Japan.
We had the Miss Vidal flying overhead just a few minutes ago. That is kind of the reason for that connection.
I think these are our Les Schwab dignitaries. Do I have that correct? Is that what I'm seeing there?
I think so.
Yeah, well, we thank them a lot for their sponsorship and participation. Oh, my. A Ralph Nader car. Larry, you're probably too young to remember the Ralph Nader car.
I remember the Corvair.
Now, isn't that something
well.
that East Wenatchee would put the mayor of Wenatchee in a Corvair? Tell you what, that kind of sets the pecking order right there. Hi, Mayor. Good to see you.
I'm sure no slight intended.
No slight intended at all. No.
And
so
next we have the royalty.
Ah, yes.
And that's a little better convertible than what the mayor's riding in.
Yeah, the mayor got the short end of the stick on that deal, didn't he? Here we go. Queen Amy Sand and Princess Paige Jevlicek. Beautiful girls on a beautiful Nissan. What are those now? 360s, 380s,
yeah,
400s? I know they keep getting faster. Ah, there's that Director General Mark Lewis and his wife Kathy Fortner. They're our Director Generals of the Apple Blossom Festival this year, riding on a beautiful Mercedes convertible.
Then the Finn cars.
Makes you kind of think maybe Elvis Presley is behind the wheel of that big Cadillac.
Yep.
Look at that smooth riding Cadillac. Kyle Steinberg and his wife, Douglas County Commissioner. That's a smooth ride he's on right there.
Was it the Cadillac that they made the original Batmobile out of for the old show? Was it a Cadillac they converted for that?
I'm not sure of that, but I'll tell you what I did see. I did see the Barrett Jackson auction of when they sold that car for more than it was worth. So, and Douglas County Commissioner Dan Sutton, his wife Cheryl. Look at that, the fins on that car. That's a big old Chrysler. Probably a Chrysler New Yorker.
There's the Smile Bug.
And that's got our junior royalty riding along.
And next up, right behind that, how many songs have been written about that? A pink Cadillac.
My pink Cadillac. Larry, you want to break out in song on this
no,
thing?
I do not.
You don't. Okay.
I don't want to subject our audience to such things.
Yeah, that's our Apple Blossom chaperones. They work hard. Siobhan Freihofer.
Now, I'm not sure what year this dump truck is, but how cool is that?
How great is that? Look at that. Bed is all chrome. I don't know what year that Ford truck is, but is that cute or what?
And it looks like we got some drone footage going of the upcoming band here. Out in front of it's a pretty sweet Corvette. So this is Clovis Point Intermediate School.
Oh, that's great drone. That drone gives us a great view of the parade. Ah, we're getting a little bit of marching band action. Look at that. Ah, they're going to play for us.
Oh, good. Right where we need them to.
That's right. Let's get it going.
Here we go.
Oh, yes. Oh, my, we're starting with some beautiful cars. Beautiful cars.
After our pom-pom girls, we're going to have a nice 57 Chevy.
Isn't that a gorgeous custom car? Oh, I don't think that's stock, Larry. I don't think so. Beautiful car. 57 Chevrolet Bel Air. You notice there's no post in that car.
Next, pretty nice Mustang. That's always been, got to talk about.
Oh.
Yeah. That sounds like a good 302 there.
Oh, he's having a good time.
That's a California special, isn't it? Yeah.
California special, and then we're coming up on the next car is one of my favorites. Is it 55 or 56?
It's the 56 that had the gas tank in behind the taillight, wasn't it?
That is correct.
Yep.
We've got some great looking cars rolling down now, one after another. Well, you know, Larry, I wish I could tell you that I knew what year that Packard is, but I think it's beautiful.
Run over there and see if Capone's in the back of it.
Now, those are white walls there. Oh, and another Elvis Cadillac coming down the street. No shortage of Cadillacs in this parade. So, oh, look at that beautiful Saline Mustang.
I'm so glad that Ford decided to take the Mustangs back to the original design instead of they veered off for a long time and they brought the original design back, and
I love it.
that's just the right thing to do.
Little Boss 302, beautiful car. And then the Thunderbird coming right behind that Mustang. We got to have a couple classic Chevy pickup trucks mixed in the bunch.
Yeah, used to have one like that. It had the straight six in it. Didn't sound that good.
No, probably not. Probably not. Larry, did you ever have one of these Volkswagen vans? Look at that.
No, that is sweet.
Yes. We've made some alterations on that.
And
So far, we've had a Mustang parade.
after I just got done talking about not liking these Mustangs, and then a really nice one goes by.
Oh,
so
I know, see?
I have to eat my words, I guess.
That's another one of those Saline models. Beautiful contours on that car. Excellent paint job. Well, now we're getting into some rigs more up my speed, right? There's a nice rig. A Ford Sunliner. Can't say I've had one of those. I may have had a pickup truck like that, though. Well, they still make Camaros. They don't make Firebirds. So there's a classic Firebird. That always was an argument whether the Camaro or the Firebird was the prestige GM car. That's a good-looking Ford truck.
It's kind of a yin and yang thing here going. We got one truck 3 feet off the ground and one 3 inches right behind it.
I'm thinking maybe one stops real quick. We'll get that other truck right up underneath the differential.
Beware of speed bumps.
Well, I got to tell you, Larry, I think they're still working on this ambulance here. They must have had to take her out of the shop, put her back into service.
Oh, no. That's a true original condition there.
That's true original, all right.
Gun retro.
Yeah. Looks like the ambulance has got a man hanging out the backside, out the trunk. Oh, look at that classic Camaro. Yes, I saw that. Did our viewers see that Camaro? High-rise manifold, dual quads. There's plenty of power there.
The only thing you can't pass is a gas station.
Ah, look at that Chevy Nomad. Now there's a car. That's a treasure right there. These are all the cars I owned once and then was too dumb to hold on to them.
Or too poor. That's
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we got a little bit of break in the action, so let's take about a 30-second break. Life is about experiences and memories, discovery and lasting impressions. At Boswell's Furniture, that same outlook awaits you. With their expansive 2-story showroom, complimentary in-home design service, timeless furnishings from Equinus, FlexSteel, and Bassett, infinite styles, fabrics, and colors, you'll discover more than just furnishings. With Boswell's, you'll create lasting memories. Boswell's Furniture. It's closer than you think.
Are we back on, Larry?
We're back on.
Well, we've got the Sterling Middle School
marching band and
drill team. Very precise. Maybe we can get them to play us a song, Larry. Maybe they could play us Louie Louie. A guy doesn't hear old Louie Louie more than 14, 15 times in a good parade.
Yeah.
So, Larry, you're a musician. What do you do as a professional musician?
Oh, I wouldn't call it professional. Oh. More for if they'll let me play, I'll go.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
A band leader's dream, huh?
Yeah. Louie Louie is about the same as Mustang Sally.
Yes, it is.
Every blues band has to play that at least once a night. All right.
Well, we got some great drone footage because we've got a lot of cars bumper to bumper coming down now. All right, we're back to the Grant Road feed camera. We've already seen just about every make, model, size of rig.
Yeah. Once the laws were changed and allowed to import large trucks from Japan, boy, Toyota stepped up to that, didn't they?
Stepped up in a hurry. They got real smart. They started sponsoring the rodeo circuit.
Yeah. And then Nissan followed suit.
Well, you know, Larry, I'm going to show my bias here, but my goodness, we saw lots of Mustangs. Do you think we're ever going to see some good-looking Corvettes? Maybe they're coming. We've had Mustangs, we've had Thunderbirds, we've had Ford trucks, Toyota trucks.
Pretty sweet customized Ford wagon there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at him come into our screen right now. I do believe we've lowered that rig just a bit, don't you think?
And there's your Mustang, or your Corvette.
That's my first Corvette coming through. You know, Corvettes are run from C1s to C7s. The early ones began, first Corvette was 1953, late 53, actually model year 54. That was a C1. And there's only 7 series so far.
I'm not sure what that is. I should know, but I don't.
Oh, that's right. There's a 63 Corvette.
Yeah. Some Polaris 3-wheelers and motorcycles there.
I think that's a safe way to ride a motorcycle, don't you think?
Yeah. When I get too tippy to ride a motorcycle, that's the route I'm going to go right there. You can keep it going.
You know what we got coming, Larry? We've got some rat rods. We're going to see our fair share of them. Oh, not that. He'd probably be offended if I called that a rat rod. That's too clean for a rat rod.
Yeah, that's too clean for a rat rod.
Yeah, it is. Little T-bucket. Ford T-buckets, 29 through 31.
Got Ronald going by there.
Hello there, Ronald McDonald. Good to have you in the parade. Sitting atop a good-looking Camaro's convertible.
Now the next rig. Well, I was going to say 2 horsepower, but it's not even that.
Yeah, it's just under 2 horsepower.
2 mule power.
Yes. Oh, gosh, I think they're out on a date. Brought their wagon to town. Brought their girlfriends to town. Tie those mules up at Walgreens. Now, I'm not sure what we're looking at there. That kind of flashed in front of my eyes. I missed that. Oh, there's a beautiful Ford truck. My goodness, now we're getting into some. There's been some work put in that 1949 Ford pickup truck.
You see
beautiful.
You see some of these and you wonder what they looked like when they found them, sitting out in a field somewhere.
With lots of rust.
And all the work that went into these.
Lots of rust. They've done a beautiful job with that 49 Ford pickup. There she is, a vintage car, all right. A T or an A or something. I'm not good enough to know. Great picture of a 55 Chevrolet. Dean and Ellen Warren of Iniat. Beautiful car. That looks totally stock. Probably a little 265 Chevrolet small block. A little noisy Camaro coming down. Somebody's got their pipes opened up tonight.
There's a nice stretch rod.
There's a rat rod. He won't be offended if I call that a rat rod. That's what he built. Larry, you remember this car here? That's a Chevy 2.
Yep. It's the first Novas.
We better be careful here. We got a rat rod up ahead of the parade that's about ready to blow. Oh, that Chevy 2 is beautiful.
It is.
Very nicely done. We might possibly have lowered that. Another Corvette coming. See, all I had to do is ask, and the Corvette's starting to roll.
Yeah, and then as we get a few vehicles going by here, I just want to take a second to thank our sponsors. Make it possible for NCWLIFE to be out here and enjoy this parade and share it with our viewers. We like to thank Boswell Furniture and Third Generation Pizza and More, and Highgate Senior Living. And these main sponsors and then some of the other sponsors I'll be mentioning later make it possible for us to not only come out and do this, but have the drone and have the amount of coverage that we're able to offer for this year. And we're really pleased to do it and glad our sponsors are helping us do it.
Ooh, Chevy El Camino. We won't see too many of those in this parade. Beautifully done. Thunderbird behind that. Nice Thunderbird. And then some of that Plymouth Mopar power. There is a great muscle car.
Mo power, mo gas.
Mo power, mo gas. That was the old saying.
Yeah.
We got a little mix of everything. We got the slingers in that rock and soil and sand truck. They've spent some time polishing on that today.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it carried much rock.
Now that's the kind of rig we ought to be riding in, Larry. Look at that view from the front of that Pangborn fire truck.
It's kind of cool that Pangborn Field with the improvements and everything, and they have top quality equipment like this to keep everybody safe. And
someday we'll have some of those bigger planes flying into Pangborn.
Dodge pickup. Another Nova coming up here after that.
Well, this parade loves its classic Ford convertibles, doesn't it? Some people have put a lot of hard work into these. Galaxy 500 XL convertible.
With a nice Bonneville.
Cars have gotten a little smaller, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Well, it looks like they're showing us. Our viewers would much rather look at the cars than two old guys talking about them, right?
Well, I tell you what. They got to show us once or twice.
Just to prove we were here.
That's right. All right, nice little collection of Ford pickup trucks. A little bit of lowering on those. Then we got one that looks more stock. Well, what would a parade be without John Deere tractors?
Probably faster.
Faster, yes. Well, I tell you, this is a good place in the parade to be. Everything rolls downhill.
There you go.
All you got to have is brakes. I do believe he's got himself a little stogie in his mouth, heading out to do a little plowing. You can hear that old John Deere 2-cylinder with that big flywheel just a-kicking.
And as the tractors roll by here, I want to give a special shout out of thanks to our to some of our sponsors, as well as LocalTel Communications. They help. We're set up right in front of them. That's a good thing. We have good location. And then Nancy Party Rentals and Ron here from Jerry's Auto Supply. Just more of the folks that help us put this broadcast together.
Larry, did you want me to throw in about a 5-minute plug for Jerry's Auto Supply, or should I wait until the telecast is over?
Yeah, well, we can wait till the next commercial break when I can hear you.
There you go. I've got a lot to tell you. An old Massey Ferguson tractor went by us. Now what do we got here in this?
A party barge.
Oh, you and I could get on there, it looks like, and go directly to Vegas. The party bus.
Wenatchee's growing up. We have several cab services now.
That one there looks like it just takes you directly to getting in trouble. Wine tours, wedding parties, the Checker taxi cab. Oh my, look at this sheriff's rig.
With the wine parties and all, it's fitting that the sheriff's rig would be right behind it.
Right behind. That looks like one of those pieces of equipment that we inherited from the Iraq War. That's a serious piece of law enforcement equipment. You'd think that in itself would keep people straight. Oh, look at this. This looks like Ricky Ricardo and his mobile home.
I used to have a trailer just like that.
That might be your trailer,
and I was
Larry.
so proud to own it at the time.
Yes. I bet you could really stretch out in that trailer, couldn't you? Oh, we're heading for the river. A little Falcon Squire wagon, pulling the boat, heading out to go fishing. Look at that old Home Light outboard motor. That is a classic glass par boat, followed by the best of the best.
Yeah, that's
Crescent Bar Riverfest.
That's a party barge for the river there.
Yes, it is. Look at the speakers on that. You wouldn't need to turn up the volume. You know what? This kind of reminds me of that old thing about boys with toys.
I was just going to say, that's a big pile of man toys there.
That's a lot of man toys all in one place. I see. I wonder what the finance charge was on that.
If you have to ask, you can't afford all that stuff.
You can't afford it.
Yeah.
I bet you and I could afford this Dodge truck that's rolling by here. He's got it. He's working on it in the shop, too. Not sure what color that's going to be ultimately. Well, Larry, I think if we're going to get with it, looks like to me. Oh, they're pulling out. Uh-oh, look out. Looks like they're going to go side by side up here on us, Larry. Another Cadillac.
Trying to ham it up for the cameras.
Yeah,
That's what they're doing.
Yeah. What's he got going on in there? Got the whole family in there. We may have to shoot this parade next year from the back of a Cadillac convertible. The Wenatchee Valley Shuttle. I'll tell you what, that's been a welcome addition to Wenatchee. A way to get back and forth from Seattle to Wenatchee when the Horizon flights are canceled.
Fortunately, with the improvements in the airfield, we may not have that as necessary as often as we have in the past.
That's the idea. That is the idea.
Nice drone footage.
Everybody's getting a good shot at the top of that Jeep.
Got a nice line of Corvettes and Camaros coming up here. Why don't we just as the next block come up, well, why don't we go ahead and take about a 30-second break?
D&L Army Surplus in Wenatchee is not your typical Army Surplus store. D&L is your home for family-friendly one-stop shopping. They have something for everyone. Camo clothing, first responder, Blue Lives Matter, hats, backpacks, kids' toys, ammo, military furniture, and so much more. Like Garrett metal detectors, tactical gear, knives, and camping gear. D&L Army Surplus, 1 block east of Wenatchee Avenue on Benton Way.
And we're back. So we're still looking down from the drone footage. Got some nice Corvettes, Mustangs, Corvairs, or Camaros going by. And fire trucks of all sizes.
Fire trucks. Look at that little fire truck. That's a maneuverability rig right there.
You can almost drive under the other one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that fire truck's got water, Larry. We're about to go off the air being soaking wet. He wouldn't even think about it, would he? Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's gonna get that little fire truck good. Well, our local fire departments have worked hard over the last 2 days, spit shining these rigs. Beautiful job. Douglas County Fire District.
I'm just hoping they don't have to be near as busy this year.
Yeah, let's keep them in the garage.
That's right.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind a break. Douglas County number 2. Appreciate having them in the parade. I'm hoping. I see water cannons on the corners, Larry, so duck. They're going to be kind to us today. Ford Bronco. There's some of these body styles of these Broncos that are so popular. If a person can find one that's not rusted out. That one's in the process of being redone.
Well, this is one that looks like it's being used as intended.
As intended.
Yep.
Yeah, as a Bronco. The Wenatchee Valley loves Mustangs, do they not?
Well,
lots of proud
it
Mustangs.
just shows good taste on their part.
Good taste. That's a beautiful yellow Mustang. The wheels get bigger and bigger and the tires get skinnier and skinnier. Mustang Fastback. For a second there, I thought that was Steve McQueen in Bullet. My mistake. The Wounded Warrior Project.
Nice convertible there.
Now I'm telling you, we've got a treat coming down the highway right now.
First one of these we've seen in the parade, and that's
beautiful. I don't see it. I don't see it yet. Did we miss it? Folks, we're sorry. You missed a beautiful 280Z. Those were the days, my friend.
That's back when Nissans were called Datsun.
Datsun, yeah. And a Datsun pickup. Look at that. We're getting a frontal shot of a Datsun pickup. Oh, look at this. Now we got Mama's got the baby, and we're moving the baby out.
Yep, had enough of that parade fun.
Might have needed one of those. What'd you call it? A bio stop? Or That's a good-looking Camaro.
Now,
Z28.
after this pickup
Yes.
is my favorite car right there.
Boy, you
Mustang.
you like nice stuff.
Mustang
GT
Cobra.
500 Cobra, huh?
I used to own a Mustang Cobra, and I was dumb enough to sell it. I should just put it in the garage and kept it there is what I should have done.
Our thanks to Carroll Shelby for all of his good
beautiful
visionary.
rig.
We kind of go back and forth from the classics to modern day Subarus, WRXs. That WRX has got a lot of power, but it doesn't have the same sound, does it?
And nice pickup.
Well, I tell you, I hope this car coming up, that one right there, I hope that's not coming for you and I, Larry. That's I don't want to ride in that one. You know, I heard that country western song that you can't pull a U-Haul behind a hearse. So,
yeah, there's a car there. It's if you're gonna go in style.
Yeah. Did you see who his passenger was?
Yeah,
guy was looking a little peaked. Uh-oh. We got it. Uh-oh. We almost didn't get one started. That's why they start this parade going downhill.
Give them a chance to warm up.
If anybody loses power, they just let them roll. Larry, you're going to have to tell me about this Mercedes truck. Tell me about this. Tell me everything you know about this Mercedes truck right here.
I just did.
You just did. Hey, I didn't know they made it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though.
That is a good-looking truck.
So
there's a Trans Am Firebird.
Well, we got a nice Corvette coming up. I'd like to take a minute to thank a couple more of our sponsors. You know, we appreciate the help of Bay Equity Home Loans and the guys at Walkabout Grill. If you're hungry after the parade, there's a place you can go. And then Wenatchee Dental Arts. We really appreciate all the sponsors that are helping us put this on this year, and you know, keeping the drone in the air and having the good equipment to bring you a good quality broadcast this year. And we hope everybody's enjoying it.
Well, you know, Larry, after the Classy Chassis Parade, you came up with a good idea. You could go down onto Wenatchee Avenue, enjoy the cruise in, and have dinner at the Walkabout.
There you go. Sounds like a plan.
That would be a night in itself. There's the later model version of that Cobra. Isn't that good looking? I tell you what, Larry, if you're a Mustang lover, you have gotten everything you've wanted tonight.
Yeah, all you want to look at.
Yes. Mustangs and Ford Fairlanes and Galaxies. They're starting to throw candy now. I don't know how you could beat some of these rigs. Look at these. People have worked for days to polish these up.
That's a sweet one.
Yes, it is.
Back in the day, you'd think, oh, that's my grandma's car. And now you're thinking, oh, man, I'd love to own that.
Lots of convertibles in our parade tonight. And the weather seems to be standing up so far.
Yep.
We certainly didn't need any of that action we had last night with thunderstorms, monsoon rains. We've seen it all the last week.
That'd make a convertible ride in a parade kind of a miserable thing. So I'm glad we don't have that this evening.
If it was like rain last night, we'd have to leave the doors open so the water could roll out the floorboards. Now we're coming with some more classic Fords. That's a Comet Caliente.
We had a classic parade wave with a tiara there a moment ago. That's
yes. That just like you're putting butter on a piece of bread.
Yeah. Wax on, wax off.
Well, we sure want to thank our camera crew. They're doing a fabulous job, giving us a look up Grant Road and back down Grant Road. Excellent job by the camera crew.
love the LED lights they're putting on these rigs now. Oh, we skipped right by it.
That's all right. I know what you're talking about. Grills and front lights lit up with LED.
There we go.
See this one coming
There's another
right
one,
in?
this gray one.
That one came right out of the factory with that LED lighting.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous.
I love that new design. They made it more aerodynamic, but stuck with the classic styling.
It's a beautiful Mustang. You're going to get full agreement out of me on that rig right there. '70 Camaro green coming. Oh, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. Our cameraman must not be our cameraman must be a Mustang guy. He just goes right by those classic Camaros. I suspect that guy could use a
Nice
trip
Pontiac.
to Jerry's Auto Supply. Did you hear that thing popping and missing?
We like to give a shout out to Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso and D&L Army Surplus. We had a lot of Army rigs go by earlier. I bet some folks shop there.
That's a rat rod. Larry, that's a classic rat rod.
Nice Camaro. Not to be outdone in the revving department.
Oh, that is a gorgeous Camaro. I missed that. Beautiful car. And then here comes that. I think that's the car Mom and Dad used to drop me off at the schoolhouse in right there.
Now,
room for 6.
this guy's playing it safe. He put the top up.
That's a good looking Thunderbird.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that. Mercedes convertible coming behind that. Lots of American flags. Thank those who are handing out the flags along the parade route.
That's a sweet old pickup.
That's
there.
a beautiful pickup truck. Well done. A Ford Falcon with a 289. Now you just don't see those every day.
No.
Here's some more of that Mopar power. Oh, our first motorcycle in the parade. You listen to that, Larry. There isn't much stock about that motorcycle.
No.
Is there anything stock about that motorcycle? And a little bit more of that Mopar muscle car power. That's a 340 Duster. Everything Plymouth and Dodge made went fast.
Those are the cars that were all released shortly after the Mustang, trying to catch up with what Ford came up with.
They were nothing but power. Oh, and a beautiful car. I'm a guessing we're talking 41, 40 Chevrolet. I'd like to have that, Larry. Maybe that's what they're going to give me for doing this color commentary. Is that true that you and I get our pick of the litter out here today? I've seen several I'd like to have. I suppose you'd like that Shelby Cobra. We'll just load that up for you.
I'd stay out here and announce for a week for one of those. There's a nice Thunderbird.
Beautiful. That's back in the day, the 312 V8 with the porthole top. Yes, sirree. That car's worth some dollars. Oh, we got some happy parade goers coming. Look at that Ford Mustang convertible with a whole lot of adrenaline in it. I think I'm just about to see one of my favorite Ford trucks.
Yeah.
That's not built to go over speed bumps, but that is good looking.
That is. Then coming up next, how are we going to do this year? Uh-oh. They're going to have to remove beast mode off of that thing, though.
Yeah, that's going to have to be an Oakland Raiders beast mode, isn't it?
That's not it. He's going to put something there on there.
That was kind of an interesting turn of events when Marshawn decided to go south.
Nah, if you're going to play one last season before you retire, do it for your hometown. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
He was cool about it. He took out a full-page ad in the Seattle Times and thanked the Seahawks and the 12s for being supportive. So that's a classic. Now here we go.
That's a good
Shelby.
looking
Yeah, Cobra.
right there.
A Cobra.
Oh, that Cobra.
That is a sweet car.
You have that right.
Okay, well, let's take a real quick break, about a 30-second break, and get to say thanks to some of our sponsors. So back in 30 seconds. You can buy fruit almost anywhere. From first off the tree to first in your hands, Lone Pine offers seasonal fruit from their farm and around the region every day. Make Lone Pine your latte stop with coffee from Blue Star Coffee Roasters and a fresh piece of fruit pie. Take a break with a friend and order a cold micro beer or a glass of Northwest wine. Bring the whole family and enjoy a Lone Pine lunch or a fresh shake in their park-like setting. Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso on Highway 97. And we're back to the Classy Chassis Parade. Quick shout out, we'd like to thank a couple more of our sponsors, Collins Fashions and Alpine Spa. Thanks, folks, for helping us make this possible. So we're back to the action. Got a nice old Jeep going by here. Now we got
We're back in Corvette country, aren't we?
More Corvettes.
I called and asked for them to bring the Corvettes down.
You know, the Corvettes have looked so different over the years, but they still always look like a Corvette. Chevy's done a good job of that. They never stray too far.
Absolutely. There's a C6. 7 series of Corvettes, C1 through C7. The vintage we're looking at right now is a C6. Well-maintained car. And there's some power right there behind it.
I like the move that the manufacturers did of bringing back the muscle cars, but did it in such a way they get good gas mileage as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Because this one here does not get good gas mileage.
This one here.
No.
This is back when gas was about 50 cents a gallon.
29.9.
The guys that had those Super Bs, you didn't want to street race anybody that had a Super B or a Road Runner. They'd leave you in the dust. Good looking Chevy truck, Super Sport. You know, Larry, we should have been counting up on our hands how much money is invested in these vehicles, but I'd have to have my shoes off now.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I hope our camera people, they did just for you, Larry.
Yes, they
showed
did.
another one of those Shelby Cobra 500 Mustangs.
That's a thing of beauty.
A red one, a blue one. Take your choice, Larry. It's all for the offering.
All for the financing.
GT 500 KR. Ooh, 57 Chevy. Nicely done. '55, '56, '57 Chevrolets. We're talking classic vehicles. Now we've got a fancy truck. Back to that 57 just to show the wing on that.
So just to point out, if you have friends that missed this or you forgot to tape it and you'd like to see this this broadcast again, the Classy Chassis Parade will be rebroadcast Sunday 9 p.m. and then this coming Monday at 3 p.m. and then next Friday at 1 p.m. So if you'd like to view it again or you'd like to record it, those are your 3 times. It's Sunday 9 p.m., Monday 3 p.m., and next Friday at 1 p.m.
You did that just so that the crowd wouldn't get to see this gold Corvette, but you got us back just in time.
Just in time.
That was just in time. Isn't that a beautiful car?
That is a beautiful car.
But you're right, Larry. Chevrolet just did a tremendous job, even though each one of the series of Corvettes is different in its own way. Each one is all Corvette.
Yeah, you never mistake it for something else. It just has that distinctive styling. And that's a hard thing to do.
That goes along with a distinctive price tag. Boy, we've had some beautiful Mustangs, and now a beautiful yellow Camaro.
Again, the resurgence of bringing back the muscle cars.
What are we listening to there, Larry? Are we listening to that Camaro or are we listening to that Nova?
No, that's the Camaro going by. The Nova is just kind of going thump-thump. That's a sweet Nova.
That Nova is going thump, 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 thump. Here's a beautiful street rod. Thousands of hours in that vehicle. Beautiful job. Got a little bit of chop on the top. Just makes it distinct. Oh my, look what we have coming here. Good shot from our camera crew of that beautiful convertible.
Got another Mustang here? No, and a GTO.
I think that's our first GOAT.
Yeah, gas, tires, and oil.
Yeah. Gas, tires, and oil. I don't know if I'd heard that before.
Nice Nova behind it. Now, if I were going to have a car, it wouldn't be that one.
No, but what
it would probably be the next one.
The next one coming?
Yeah.
I can get you a deal on that. Oh, look at this.
It's a thing of beauty.
That is a nice looking. What is that?
I don't know.
They've worked hard on that car today just to get it spit shined up. The weather's starting to close in on us. They got these guys rolling now.
Yep.
Good looking classic Camaro. Beautiful striping.
Another little shout out here. If you missed the youth parade last weekend, we're going to be rebroadcasting that as well. We're going to be rebroadcasting it this Sunday at 10 a.m. and next Saturday at 11 a.m. So if your kids are something in the parade and you were, in the parade and shuttling them along, that'll give you an opportunity to see. That's always nice for the parents to be able to, and the kids to see themselves in the parade. So it's always fun to watch a rebroadcast of those.
How many times will you watch yourself commentating this parade?
Probably maybe one.
Maybe one.
Yeah, for about a half hour, and then I'm going, how could they listen to him?
Oh, look, we have got a fleet of pickup trucks coming. Chevy
so this
Cheyenne
one,
pickup. Oh my!
This one coming up here, when they pay off the work that they did, then they'll be able to afford the bed for it.
Exactly right. That comes with the next paycheck.
There you go.
It's like we got the Black Knight there.
I used to have a pickup that rode just like that, but it was full of gravel.
Yes. That's about the only time I saw a pickup with the back end back was if it had a load of gravel in it. Now they've got air shocks.
So
we have found ourselves in quite a group of beautiful pickup trucks.
I'd like to remind everybody that NCWLIFE will be broadcasting the Grand Parade tomorrow live. So if you can't make it out to the parade yourself, you didn't get your chair alongside the road in time, You can watch it live, and then it will also be rebroadcast on Monday at 11 a.m., Thursday at 3 p.m., and next Saturday at 9 p.m. So again, if you're in the parade, you'll have a chance to be able to watch and see how you looked. If that one was any lower, we'd be seeing sparks.
Yes, we would. You suppose it goes up too?
One would hope.
Oh, it went down some more. Yeah, we have some more works in progress.
So we want to thank once again some of our sponsors. We want to again thank Boswell's Furniture for being one of our main sponsors, and along with Third Generation Pizza and More, and Highgate Senior Living. We really want to thank everybody for being a sponsor of the program. I think we got the end of our parade coming up here, and it's been a real pleasure bringing you the Classy Chassis again this year. A lot of entries. I didn't get the full entry count because they take entries like almost right up to parade time, but there was a lot of beautiful cars and a lot of work put into this.
You know, Larry, I think they're getting this parade done just in time. That sky is starting to look pretty mean.
Yep. Well, thank everybody. I'd like to thank everybody. So, yep, that's wrapping up on the parade here. So let's go ahead and take a commercial break, and then we'll come back and tell you a little bit more about what we got in store for the rest of this weekend. So let's take about a 2-minute commercial break.
Do you have a great smile and want to keep it that way? Whether you answered yes or no, Wenatchee Dental Arts can be a part of the solution to your dental needs. Dr. John Divis and his team not only loves to keep healthy smiles healthy, but desires to offer options that can renew not only your smile, but your dental health. Whether your needs are simple or complex, the dental team at Wenatchee Dental Arts wants to be in your corner. At Wenatchee Dental Arts, we specialize in your smile and so much more.
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
Collins Fashions has a fabulous selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and shoes for all events in your life, such as work, errands, celebration, travels, etc., etc. And our professional caring staff will assist you in coordinating your wardrobe and choose a perfect gift for that special someone. Our many fabulous brands include Joseph Ribkoff, Tribal, Jag Jeans, Tommy Bahama, and we are your Brighton headquarters for North Central Washington. We are grateful for our wonderful customers, and we look forward to seeing you at Collins, where fun and fashion meet in downtown Wenatchee.
Join the NCWLIFE Channel for live coverage of the 2017 Milk Growers Grand Parade, Saturday, May 6th at 11 a.m. The color, the pageantry, the floats, and the bands. Parade coverage on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you by Boswell's Furniture, Third Generation Pizza and More, Highgate Senior Living, Bay Equity Home Loans, Lone Pine Fruit and Espresso, and Collins Fashions. The Milk Growers Grand Parade, live on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in for this year's Classy Chassis Parade. A lot of good entries. It was an absolute pleasure to be able to bring it to you. I definitely want to thank Ron Berschauer from Jerry's Auto Supply. I almost forgot the Jerry's on the front of that. But Jerry's
Why don't you say it again?
Jerry's Auto Supply.
Jerry's Auto Supply.
Yeah, there we go. We'll say that again.
All right.
And thanks for putting up with me and bringing a lot of car knowledge to the game, and it was a pleasure working with you on it.
Larry, this was a lot of fun, privilege, honor. Classy Chassis is in the books, and another great parade.
Yeah, a great part of Apple Blossom Weekend. Remember, we're going to be broadcasting the parade live tomorrow, so if you don't get a chance to make it out, you can watch it, and go on our website, NCWLIFE.com and go to the programs page, and you'll be able to download our programming schedule, so you'll be able to check exactly when the rebroadcasts of the various events through the weekends are. Other than that, thanks for joining us, and we'll go back to our regular programming. Have a good day.
Have a great night.